Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Trading Bitcoin with your host Tone Vase, coming to you live from the Ukrainian airport. The Wi-Fi here is amazing. I've actually been, I'm always usually pretty impressed with Ukraine. Food is amazing. The country is unreasonably cheap, especially if you're, a Westerner. And like internet works amazing everywhere. People are really nice. Knowing the Russian language helps. Knowing the Ukrainian language is not really necessary. I mean, I just ordered, where are we here? Put the camera here. There you go. Just ordered eggs and some sausage. That's great. Like even the airport food is good. Anyway, I got about maybe 20 minutes before I got to go board my flight. So figured, hey, why not go live if it's like some of the best airport internet I've had in a long time. All right, let's just do it. Let me see. I'm gonna pop out the live chat, though I'm not gonna be actually looking at it. Whenever I work with one monitor, it makes it difficult. Sasha, why are you awake? You're on the East Coast. Damn lawyers. But thank you. And Corey, well, you're on the West Coast, so you're good. I guess, hey, Corey, if you see any good questions, shoot them over to me on Telegram. But other than that, I'm not pouting. I'm not going to be looking at questions here. Let me do screen share. Let me figure out what monitor I'm sharing, and we jump right into it. All right, here we go. I hope the noise all around me isn't too bad. Workshops. Workshops are slowly filling up. See what here? So you know what? Let me pay my food bill. Oh, beautiful. 200 perfect. Excellent. I'm actually going to get rid of my small change as well, because I don't need it. Done. All right, bills paid. We're good to go. I'm going to take a bite of my food and we'll jump right into it. See how many people we have on. We got 300 people. God, I love the food in Ukraine. So good. All right, so here are the, you know what? I need to do a hard refresh. I hope this is how many seats are left in my workshops. And remember, there is more in Australia. There is Show All, there's Sydney and Brisbane as well. Hey guys, if you like my work and you want to keep supporting my work and you like these free videos, please check out the affiliates and referral section. And also, if you refresh, the Amazon, I really should have eaten before I started my live stream. That's the most efficient thing in the world. All right, here is a monthly chart. So the monthly chart is still has an overall bearish look. It's not as bad. The monthly chart would have looked really bad if we close. The month is not over yet, by the way. We still have about a third of the month to go. If we fall, should probably looks like the audio is good. No one's complaining. I'm originally Russian, guys, though I can't wait to go visit Georgia. I love Georgian wine. Georgian wine is absolutely amazing. So I did glance at the live chat, but now I'm not looking at it anymore again. So as long as the monthly chart does not close at a brand new monthly low, we're not as bearish as we otherwise would be. So we wait and see how the month closes. This is the hyperwave chart that I have. Nothing really changes. This is the Bollinger Bands, and this is the weekly Bollinger Bands and stop and reverse points. Nothing is really changing. though the week is now bullish, right? We are dealing with a bullish week. As I go to my weekly chart, you can see how the week has turned positive for the week. That's a good sign. That's a good sign for the bulls. I mean, nothing is easy, right? Look, every time we get to the bottom of the triangle, that bottom of the triangle gets completely defended. People are defending the $6,000 zone. My running theory for months has always been that sooner or later, the $6,000 zone will no longer be defended. Shit, that was not very efficient. My working theory has always been that sooner or later, the 6,000 zone will no longer be defended, and those that have been defending the $6,000 zone are going to panic. And when they panic, the triangle is going to break down. This is not the first time this happens, and this won't be the last. I've been showing it to you on silver. Here is the chart of silver, and you can see how all of the triangles on silver have historically broken down. And as a technical analyst, your people, and I've said this on many videos, people don't understand what fundamental analysis is. Fundamental analysis simply tells you if your stock is investment grade or not stock, sorry. Fundamental analysis simply tells you, is your asset investment grade or is your asset a complete scam? So when it comes to the crypto space, fundamental analysis ends at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is an investment grade asset. Bitcoin is a legitimate asset. Bitcoin is an asset that can last for years to come and should appreciate in price. Fundamentally speaking, only Bitcoin should appreciate in price long term. From a fundamental perspective, everything other than Bitcoin in the crypto space is outright garbage. Maybe if Canon becomes a public company, that becomes a fundamentally, legitimate investment. Maybe Bitmain becomes a public company, which I highly doubt, and maybe that becomes a legitimate investment. So people keep making fun of my fundamental analysis. My fundamental analysis is simple. Bitcoin's investment grade. The only other time fundamental analysis falls into play is when you know something the other guys don't. I mean, I could have some insider knowledge on the Lightning Network. I could have some insider knowledge on the privacy side of Bitcoin if I cared to contact the people that I know in those industries and find out. But I trust the people in those industries that they're doing the right job. So I don't really need to get any insider knowledge. The other time fundamental analysis comes into play is when you have some kind of an intuition or some kind of information on what's going to happen in the news cycle coming up. For example, I heard rumors that the SEC is going to say something about the ETF on September 30th. I have no idea if they are or not. I've had no time. So if I had time to investigate the SEC statement, there's two ways I can go about doing that from a fundamental perspective. I can either try to find an insider at the SEC and that actually knows what they're doing, and I can try and find out what they're going to say. So if I have some insider knowledge on what the SEC is going to say, then that is a fundamental analysis play because I've done the research and I know something the other guy doesn't. If you don't have insider knowledge on what the SEC is going to say, you need to read all the public information and make an informed decision on what the SEC is going to say based on your research. I am pretty confident that the SEC is going to say that they're not approving the ETF. But I haven't done enough research to be absolutely confident in that statement like I was a year and a half ago when we were dealing with this in 2017. So in that case, what you have to do is you have to make a decision based on what the SEC might say and how you feel it's going to affect the price of Bitcoin. But now you're getting into the realm of news cycles, and news cycles are not fundamental analysis. News cycles is news reactionary trading. That's not what fundamental analysis is. Fundamental analysis is actual research on the underlying asset. I have done pretty much all my research for a long time, and my conclusion is everything other than Bitcoin is pure shit. Okay, and that's why my fundamental analysis days they're just a waste of time. They're a waste of time. Let's get back to Bitcoin. As long as we are inside the symmetric triangle, the long-term, no, the medium-term outlook is going to be bearish. The short-term outlook, as you can see, while it's at one point, this weekly candle was on a red, it was always going to be on a red one, right? As long as as you can see, for the last 4 weeks, we've been on a red one. I've been on a red or a green one weekly, so we've never actually had a trade. The last time there was a trade notification based on this indicator alone was a short play when we were breaking the bottom of 6,000. But if my memory serves me right, I told people that shorting here is going to be borderline dangerous because we had fallen from 8,500 down to 5,700. That's a big fall. Things don't fall in one day. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if we can even go back to 7,000. Hit the top of the moving average and the top of the triangle, which is the moving average is going to start to drop quickly as of Monday, then come back to 6,000 and eventually break it down in October. If we break the triangle in October, there's no way in hell Bitcoin is going to rebound in October and start a new bull trend. We're extending the bear market into next year. So just because we have not hit, people make fun of me, where's my $5,000 target? You guys are not thinking about it. You know, you're not thinking at all. If only we hit my $5,000 target back in July, maybe we would be in a bull market. But because we didn't hit the $5,000 target in July, and it's very likely we may not hit the $5,000 target till November, December. We may not even hit the $5,000 target till January, February. All we've done is extended the bear market in time, and not necessarily saved ourselves in price, right? Like the fact that it can still go to 1,300 has not changed at all. But the fact that there's no way, it's even more likely that we're going to rebound and start a bull market in October, November has become very, very unlikely that is going to happen. Let's look at the daily chart. So the daily chart is on a price flip. And there it is. The daily chart is on a green one. Daily chart is on a price flip. So you have to wait. You have to sit there and wait technically for a green two to go. You have to wait for a green two to go above a green one. However, as you can see, we did break the prior high. As Ugly Old Goat likes to say, anytime you break the 2-week high, he becomes bullish. Therefore, did we break a 2-week high? So if we go back 14 candles, right? So if I do this, if I click this and I hold down the shift button, nope, I hold down the shift button and I do this. There we go. 14 candles, there we are. So that's 15 candles because I started 1 candle later. So I really should start here. Boom, boom. 14 candles. Did we break a 2-week high? Yes, we did. We broke in the 2-week high. Ugly Old Goat loves this metric, so he should be going bullish right here. But a few days ago, we broke a 2-week low. So again, for the same reason he would be going bullish now, he would have been going bearish on September 19th. And we just need to close above this blue line, which I'm going to adjust. Like if we get a brand new high here, then we're bullish. You can start stabbing at the long trade. Even now, you can double that trade down on a green two above a green one. You're breaking the short-term moving average. It's a dangerous trade. You are in a counter trend rally. It's another dead cat bounce. You can have 18,000 dead cat bounces. As long as each bounce is smaller than the prior bounce, all of these were a dead cat bounce, starting with the one in February, then the one in April, then the one in July, then the one in August, and now we're in the middle of a dead cat bounce here in September. How high do I think this bounce can go? It can go as high as 7. If it goes above 7, if the price of Bitcoin can close above 7,400 and it can close above the 30-week moving average, I will start taking the bullish case of Bitcoin seriously until I see Bitcoin close above the combination of prior high, the down trend line triangle resistance, and the 30-week moving average. Until I see that triple resistance broken, I am not taking any bullish case for Bitcoin seriously. It remains as a dead cat bounce. Is it tradable? Can you make money to the upside? Hell yeah, you could. Okay. Here is the 12-hour chart. The 12-hour chart, based on the sequential system, told you to buy Bitcoin and go bullish as of 6,437. That's why this green line exists. And how much were you risking? And I said this was probably a problem. This blue line usually represents my stop loss. So had I gone long at 64.35, my stop loss would have been 62.07. That is $230-ish. So did we make $230? How high did this candle go? We did not yet make $230. So I would only raise my stop loss to the bottom of the prior candle. And if we go any higher, I would then set a break-even stop loss. But I wouldn't fault anyone for setting a break-even stop loss right now. Guys, your most important thing, the most important thing for a trader is capital preservation. Capital preservation is the absolute key. Whenever you can set a break-even stop, you do it. And whenever you can take some profit, take some profit. Oh, wow. That was good. Yes, I'm eating, guys. Gotta deal with it. Here at the Ukrainian airport, on my way to Baltic Honey Badger. So, man, what a beautiful 9 at the high. Just gorgeous. So, here's your one candle. Yeah, that's, swing it down, get a bunch of shorts into trades, wipe them out. You had a green 2, did not go above a green 1. Green 3 did not go above a green 2. Green 4 did not go above a green 3. Bam, you got your trade. Green 5 went above a green 4. Now, 5s above 4s is my absolute final entry. I will never enter on a 6 above a 5. But a 5 above a 4 is a reasonable entry. It's not a reasonable entry. It's a reasonable entry. On the same stream. I'm live. I don't know if I'm on the same stream or not. Stream might have gotten cut off, but I think I'm live. Am I back? Yeah, so the internet's amazing here, but maybe they don't let you stream out for an hour and a half like my usual streams are. So that's okay. So I have no idea if you guys can see or not. I only got 5 more minutes. Usually a 4-hour chart. Instead of break even, a 12-hour chart. Usually a 4-hour chart. I'm on my own mobile now. I gotta start buying SIM cards in countries. You can try logging into